everyone, today I've come on to make some journaling cards, and because I'm currently working on an Alice in Wonderland journal, I'll be making mine Alice themed. You can, however, make yours any theme you like. So there are a few ways of making journaling cards. The first one would be very simple. You can get these are from AliExpress, but they are basically a postcard which are blank on the back. You can round your corners like this. You don't have to even round the corners. If you don't want to round the corners, don't round them. This is just basically, if you take one of these cards out, pop it in your journal, that's a journaling card. It's as simple as that. Also, another thing I like to do is to colour the back, and I'm going to colour this one in my lovely red colour, which I'm obsessed with. Aged Mahogany this is. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can leave it plain. Also, if you get a postcard that has the bits, you know, the separate bits on the back, that's fine. It can still be written on. So there we are. That's a journaling card. It's as easy as that. So the next thing we can do to make a journaling card is to use some card or paper that matches your theme. So I've got some here. This is Alice themed. They look like adverts, don't they? They're Alice themed adverts. So I could cut out a piece of this and decorate it up a bit and use it as a journaling card. So let's do that. Where are my scissors? So I'm going to cut across here. We'll get Alice's feet in, and then I'm going to cut down in between these two. Make sure we get that one on the bottom. I'm going to cut this edging off, but I will keep it in case I want to use it for something else. There we go. You can see that this one's bigger. That's perfectly fine. It can be any size you want, as long as it fits in your journal. I would say the typical size is maybe, well, the size of this. So let's measure this and we'll see. I would, you know, 3 by 5 I'd normally do, but this is 4 by 6 probably. Yeah, 4 by 6, but you can do 3 by 5, and this one I'm going to make here is going to be 6.5 by 4.5, so 4.5 by 6.5. So I'm going round it with my red, which I have used in other parts of this journal, so it will match. This is going to be quite a big journaling card for my journal actually, but that's okay. And then on this side would be, we can either decorate this side and write on that side, or we can have that as the decorated side and write on this side. So to write on this side, we need to put something on that we can actually write on. We can't write on that black, can we? And I don't want to actually cover up all of that black. So I'm going to use some paper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out some paper. Hold on. Cut it out like this so that it's roughly the size that I want. I'm a bit slapdash. I am a bit slapdash, I have to admit. So then I'm going to cut it across there as well. And then when that's finished, when I've done with it, it'll fit in the middle of there and can be written on. So now what I'm going to do is tear off the tiniest little bit off the edge. And I'm going to get my aged mahogany and go round here, and then that will tie it in with the other side of the journal, and it will tie it in with my Alice journal in general. So I've done that. Now I need to glue it on. So make sure you put your glue on the right side. I'm saying that because I'm liable not to. I'm liable to put it on the wrong side. So put the glue on the back of your page, the page you haven't inked, the side you haven't inked round. Yes, Jay, the side you haven't inked round. There we go. And then glue that into the middle of your journaling card on the back. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exactly in the right place. It doesn't matter if you've glued it on upside down. You just turn it round. It doesn't make any difference. So I'm wondering if we need a little tiny bit of something just there. I'm thinking a little tiny bit of something just there would look good. So I've got this Queen of Hearts card, which is white round the outside, so it has to get, I'm going to just cut the white off because I'm a bit of a thing, I don't like the white edge on stickers. So, and I'm going to pop that just in the corner there. I could pop it there, I could pop it there. Yeah, let's sort of overlap it, why not? So that is my journal card. If I wanted to, I could round the corners, couldn't I? Let's round the corners, because I'd forgotten to do that. Of course, it is optional. You don't have to round the corners. It's just something I like to do. So now we'll just recolour those corners, because I've cut the colour off them. And I think the front of that is busy enough not to need decorating, but if you wanted to, you could maybe put a big sticker or a big picture on it and just leave, you know, the bits of things around the outside. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, but I just wanted to give you an idea. So that's 2 journaling cards we've made. Should we try and make one a bit smaller this time? Let's see what I've got in here. This is a pack of things that was given to me by a lady on Facebook, and I love it. So I'm going to use some of that. And she sent me these cards, look. Now these are playing cards from Amazon, because I've got some similar. And they measure, I think they probably measure the 3 by 5. No, 3 3/4 by, well, yeah, nearly 5. Yeah, so they're a bit bigger than what I said I generally would use. So then all we need to do is decorate it. Let's see what we've got in here to decorate it with. This is some paper. I'm not sure what this is. It's a, you're meant to fold it for something, but I'm not sure what you're meant to do with that. I'll have to look that up. There's a few of those. And at the back here there is some paper. Let's see what else we've got. What's this? Oh, look at this. These are things that have been printed out, so they're pockets and bows. Look at the bows, aren't they pretty? Oh, look at these. Wouldn't that be good on the back of there for something to write on? Yes, I'm going to use that. So I'm going to cut that out. I could have even used the pink one. That's pretty, isn't it? I know I'm going to have to trim it down again, but yeah. This is going to go on the back. it'll be perfect to write on, I think. So which is going to be the back? I think I'm going to use this as the back. Yeah. So we'll put glue on there. Where's my bit of cellophane? I usually use a bit of glue. I usually use a bit of cellophane to glue on so that I don't get it all over my desk. And then I can try and get it fairly straight so that the lines are straight, you know, when it's done. Yeah. Oh, I've done a pretty good job of that, which is unusual for me. Put the lid back on my glue for the moment. Yeah, it could be, I mean, obviously not everyone's going to have these papers, but so it can be any paper really that can be written on, any light paper. So really, any one of those 4 papers would have been okay to put on the back to write on because they're all light coloured. Okay, and then on here we've got thimbles and locks. Keyholes and thimbles. Then we've got these. I mean, one of those would be good, but that I could just cut out one of these and put it on the front. That would make a good journaling card, wouldn't it? Otherwise, yeah, you could cut these out and put them onto any card for journaling on. This is paper, and this is a bit thicker, this one here. Not sure what's happened there. Is it inside there? Yeah, there we go. Look. Actually, it's not any thicker. It is just paper, but they're different pictures. They're different pictures. These are the same. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could choose one of those. There's more bows there. They're pretty, those bows are. There's the Cheshire Cat there. You could use that. You could use that. If that piece of Alice would fit on there, you could use that. You could cut out one of the knaves, the Knave of Hearts, and put that on. Yeah, those pockets are really pretty, aren't they? I'll have to maybe use some of those later on. As I say, this was a gift, and there's bits in here I think I haven't seen yet, because I don't remember seeing these lovely pieces. So nice. And then, oh, look at that. Yeah, all lovely. Because when I've finished my Alice journal, I will pass on, you know, spare Alice pieces to other people who have, who are making Alice journals. And look at that. That's really nice paper, isn't it? That's really nice paper. So if I wanted to, I could cut that in half and use that as a journaling card, just decorate it the same with that paper. I could use some of that on it, you know, put that down the side and put something else down that side and put a picture in the middle. Yeah, just whatever you feel you want to do. There's another card, that's good. These are great. I love these, and as I've said before, all you've got to do is, you see that has got the markings on the back, but you can still write on it, so it's fine. Round the corners, put a bit of ink on it, and you've got a journaling card. In fact, you don't have to do anything. You've got a journaling card already. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's going to have to go in, I think. Yeah, that's going to have to go in. I'm going to have to use that as a journaling card. I will foof it up a bit in a minute. Look at that. Here she is again. The White Rabbit in some of these kits is actually a girl. Usually the White Rabbit is portrayed as a boy. Then we've got these bits. I don't know if that actually is Alice, but yeah, there's so many lovely bits. There's that. I could use that to decorate it. Which is the one I'm decorating? Oh, this one. the 5-year Wally. Right, what else have I got in here? There's so many lovely pieces in here though. Look at this. a ready-made flip look, like a waterfall element. That is lovely. That's going to have to go in, isn't it? Pop that there. That's going in my journal. Then is it just me? Can somebody tell me what the dragon has to do with Alice in Wonderland? Is it just me? Am I missing something here? Then we've got this, which is a folder. Ah, this shows, does it show you how to fold that other thing? Is that what it does? I'm not even sure. No, I don't think it does, to be honest. No. I'm not entirely sure what you're supposed to do with that, but anyway, that's what somebody's done with it. We've got bits like this. I could put that in the middle and use that. Well, in the middle of the right card, of course. I could colour in a picture from one of the colouring pages and put that in. That's a little notebook, look. How cute. So many goodies. Look at that. That's really cute, isn't it? On here we've got, these are tiny little nail stickers. Wouldn't they be good though on an ATC? ATCs are usually 2.5 by 3.5. So this sort of size. Yeah, but even that can be a journaling card. Got the Queen of Hearts there. Got the Cheshire Cat, that's a bit too big. I've got a key there. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that. I do like that with the Queen as well, you know. I like the Queen thing and I like that with Alice. So let's see. I also like the image on this. By the time she'd caught the flamingo and brought it back, the fight was over. So let's see. If you do this look, you'll see whether it will fit onto your card. Rather than trying to put it underneath it, put it on top, and if you can cover it, the bit you can cover will fit on your card. So her feet will be missing and so will the feet of the flamingo, but the main body of the thing would fit on it. Or I could just have the words on it. But no, I want to have that part. So this is how you use a napkin when you're making a... You want to add a napkin to your card or paper. You need to cut out the piece you're going to use. There we are, and I've still got loads left there, look. So we'll keep those. And then you need to separate your napkin down to one layer. All you want is the layer that the picture's on, and this is a 2-ply thing. So we've got the back off, and that is the bit we're going to stick onto our paper. Having said that, now do I do it like that, or do I try and cover up the fact that it's a playing card? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue this white on. I'm actually going to glue both pieces on, and it is a good idea to separate it before you glue them on, otherwise you will find that the top layer will just come off and you know you'll just have the white bit left, and that's not what we want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the glue on my card, put the white paper onto my card like that. It'll just help to hide the fact that it's not that it matters. And I mean, there are playing cards in Alice in Wonderland, so it wouldn't matter as such, but I want the Alice and Flamingo to show up really well. And then we put glue on this as well. See, we glue the other layer on. That's what I'm planning to do. There we go. I mean, this could be watered down PVA in a brush. It doesn't have to be a glue stick. Not everybody uses glue sticks, I do realise that. So we want Alice's head and the head of the flamingo on it. It's just the feet we're going to be missing. Oh, her feet nearly fit on, don't they? Oh no, they don't. They're right down there. Right, so there we are. That's much better. You can still see a little bit of the card under there, so yeah, that's okay. That's okay. And then we cut off the excess napkin. Another journaling card, and what I'm going to do is add the red to it as well, just round the outside. That says birthday wishes, so I don't think that's from Alice, is it? There are a few odd pieces that aren't, but that's okay. This was such a wonderful package. Wow, it really was. I'm so thrilled with it. And then I'm going to put it on the back as well. So that's actually 4 journaling cards if I count this one, isn't it? I am going to do the cut. That is so cute. I love it so much. Yeah, I'm really, really loving this Alice journal. I haven't actually I've got loads of stuff to actually put in it yet. I've made loads of stuff and not actually put it in, but I will do. I will get there. It's nice to have lots of stuff ready, isn't it? And then when it comes to compiling the journal, it'll be easy. Yeah, look at that. Oh, so that's 4 journaling cards I made. Well, what else could I do? One more thing. So, also in here, I have Everything Alice, the Wonderland book of makes. And it could be any book, so anything that matches the theme of your journal. And I'm not actually going to cut this book up, but I'm just going to give you an idea. I could find a page or a piece that I liked, for example this, and I could cut it out the size that I wanted it. Could go like that, draw around there and cut that out, and that would be the front of my journaling card. Then I'd put paper on the back and I would ink it up. You can cut images out of books, you can cut images out of colouring books and colour them in. So many things you can do. You can have a blank background and you can decorate it. Look at this. I love that. Oh my gosh. Definitely need to do something with that, don't I? Yeah, look at that. Oh, love, love, love. Curiouser and curiouser. Doth to law will prose. Right. Nothing to do, said the mouse. Such a trial, dear sir, with no jury or judge, would be wasting our breath. I'll be judge, I'll be jury, said cunning old Fury. There's a lady holding a crying baby, look. There's the knaves painting, or the cards painting the roses red. Yeah, love it. And then on this side we've got just red. So if I cut a card out of the red, I would do the same as I'd done on that one. Something similar to that. And it would have all the other things on the other side, wouldn't it? That was just my little video on how to make journaling cards. I hope you enjoyed that and got some inspiration from it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.